YouTube.
Hey, fam.
Welcome to the Relation Station with Rob and Robin.
Yes.
You know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and comment.
And make sure you click your notifications so you can get notified when we drop our next videos or post our next video. Please make sure you guys do that. We thank y'all for joining us, and we appreciate all your comments and everything that you guys do. We're just starting out on this YouTube platform, but we thank y'all for joining us.
Yes.
So, how did we meet? That's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. We met, it's interesting how we met. I was working for a telecommunication company at the time, and Robin was at a law firm, right?
Yep.
He was at a law firm, and I was coming in to install something in their phone system.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did phone systems at the time. And I came in, first of all, no, let me go back, because I had an appointment with them. I called, and I called the office. She answered the phone, and I was going to be late. What happened was I was hoping that they would cancel because it was late in the evening, and I didn't feel like going to this last appointment. So she called. She answered the phone. I spoke to her, and I was trying to sound nice and sound pleasant, do a little flirtation things to make her, you know, so I didn't have to go to that appointment. So I said, "Oh, she sound nice on the phone. She sound cute. Let me." We set up the appointment for the next day.
Right.
And then I came into the building that day, and I had made a comment, I think, about make sure it was a continental breakfast.
Oh, that's right.
Make sure it was a continental breakfast. That's what I said. I remember I got some donuts and orange juice. So I go in, I meet her, and I'm like, oh, she is cute. And the way she sounded on the phone is actually how I pictured her. It was so interesting. And because I had just moved up to the Baltimore area and brand new to everything. And so go in, I do the work, right? And I'm upstairs on the loft doing a phone line.
Yeah.
And she was upstairs because I guess she was escorting me. She was supposed to be my escort throughout the building and going downstairs.
Right, because I was the contact person.
You was the contact person, right?
Yeah.
So, as she's escorting me around, then here she come with the flirtation thing. Talking about,
No.
Yes, you did, because you said.
No, I'm going to tell you what he said. He gave me, after he was finished.
No, let's go back in the middle. You said, so what we having for lunch?
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, look at it. I said, oh, okay, I got you.
Because he didn't bring the continental breakfast.
You supposed to have had it. So after I did the job and she escorted me down the hallway to go to the main office and had to go to different areas in the building to get the phone line working. She escorted me, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is how she escorted me. She grabbed my arm and took me down and around. I said, "Oh, ain't she cute?" So got that done, and then I gave her my business card.
No, he slid his little business card on desk. This is what he said: "Call me if you need anything." Y'all know what that means. I said anything.
That's what she said. Anything. I
said anything, and he said anything.
Ain't that funny? So that's how we met. Isn't that hilarious?
That was funny.
That was cute. When did I think this was something serious? I think as we, when we met you at the job and all that, and then when we went out a couple of times, I don't know what date it was or what time it was, but because I always process things. I process stuff. So I was processing it like, oh, she cool. She real cool. She real. she not real hyper or not. She's real chill. Let me just say that. Real laid back. Real cool. We had good conversations. Real smooth and easy. That's a good question. I don't know if I answered. I think as it went on, I was like, I think she cool. Like I just kept saying she cool. Like I could be with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I always, I plot, thinking like I like her. I like her vibe. I like, her demeanor. You know what I'm saying? The maturity in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even looking past because I didn't want to mess with anybody that had children. And so at the age in your 30s, that's kind of rare.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to calm myself down on that. And that was me. And I already had a son. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but to have 3 kids, I was like, whoa. But I looked past all that because when I was, me and her, when we was having conversation, we was talking.
Right.
Yeah. I think I knew probably within that month or so, like, in that time that it was serious.
I think I did too. Yeah, I think for me, after going out with him a couple times, I think I did more like I think this could be something, right? Because I think we went out maybe like a couple times that first month or so, and so I was like, I think this could be something,
Right.
I just because we had. We like he said, we could talk. We could chill together. There was no press, and even the times that we would set up dates or whatever, we would be like, all right, you still good or no, or like it was just no pressure.
Yeah, everything was
everything.
Smooth.
It was just smooth. It was like we wasn't like, all right, let me see, next Thursday we gonna go out. It was just like, all right, I'll see you the next time, and then we would be like, all right. What you doing now?
Yeah.
It was real chill. And I was like, oh, okay, hold up, this dude is cool. I just, he ain't do a lot of phone talking. So, for me, I needed to talk to him a little bit more than just on our dates, So I had to get past that piece. But I definitely felt like very early on, like you said, within that month, there was a thought like, baby, I think this could be something.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what attracted me to him was 2 things. When he came into my office, his cologne was like the business, right? The business. Yes. His cologne smells so stinking good. And he had to go, like the law firm was kind of like, it had a loft. And so he had to go upstairs where my other coworker was to kind of run some wires or something. And I stayed downstairs. And his cologne was just illuminating throughout the whole office. And so my girl upstairs called me and she was like, oh God, he smells delicious. And I was like, he really does. It was so funny, and it was just kind of like a little funny joke that it was 3 of us in there, and then we were all laughing because we all were like, oh God, he smells so good. And then along with that, now he was running lines and all that kind of stuff, but when I tell you he came in there like fully like suited, like he had on these jeans and he had on this button-up shirt. It was all crispy. Okay, but it was real. He looked so nice. And then he had this little, what's it, like a polo or something? Vest. Like he had on a, like a Downs vest. He had a Scully to match it. His bag, like with all his tools in it. I will never forget. It was yellow and black. And every tool was in its place. And he come in there, he had his little boots on that matched his hat. And I was like, this guy. He was just so smooth.
Well, we had to be presentable going to different offices. We couldn't just look like.
I know, but when you think of somebody coming to run some wires, they be all dusty and busty looking. He looked like he could go out. Like we could have went straight out to a happy hour. Just minus the bag. Like he was, oh my God. He looked so good, and he was dressed nice. He smelled amazing, and. Then he had like this really kind of sultry way of talking. So that's what attracted me to him, that sparked my interest. And it's like, okay, let me see. When he dropped his card, I was like, oh, okay. Let me see.
That's funny. So how are we similar? I think, like I said, I think we are similar in ways in our moods and our attitudes. We pretty much are laid back. We don't get really worked up. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're more emotional than I am.
Right.
It's not a put down. It's not a bad thing.
No.
But
it's the gender.
Yeah, it's female, male, right?
Right.
But we are laid back. We don't get worked up by small stuff or like as others may think is bigger. We look at it like that's small. That's nothing to stress about. Like we don't get worked up and stressed about things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we similar in that, man.
Yeah, and I think in our mentality and maturity, even coming in, you know, I think we were both coming from something that, you know, wasn't good, right? But we weren't in a place where we were, you know, doing that rebound thing. Like we were very, very clear of what we were looking for, what we wanted, and where we was going. You know what I mean? Like we was real clear. We weren't cloudy. We weren't just using each other, you know, to get through. So I thought that was really cool. And us being similar. And then there was one more thing while you were talking and I was thinking about that made us similar. Both of us were very confident in ourselves. Like, you know, I was very confident in knowing that I didn't need anybody to try to make me be anything. And likewise, you were pretty confident in knowing, like, I don't really need you to do nothing for me.
Right.
You know, but what you can do for me,
right?
You know.
Yeah.
But that was later. Like, that wasn't even a rush. You know what I mean? Because we was like, listen, been there, done that. We're not going to be making this silly mistake again.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
We do this, we go in, we going in. I think we both had that same mentality. So, yeah, we figured that out early too, right?
Yeah, and I think that comes, like you said, it's maturity and experience. When you have gone through things, you get wiser, you get smarter. You're not going to do the same thing that you did in the past.
Right.
You want everything. You want to, and I'm not going to say the past was a mistake. Everything is a you learn from these things and you get wiser and smarter. So I don't want to say anything in the past is a mistake.
Right.
It's just a learning process.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to go through that again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna keep growing and get wise and mature in it. So I think that's where we came in at. Like you said, we were both stable in ourselves and we were confident in knowing who we are. We wasn't looking for anything from one another.
Nah.
You wasn't looking for me to give you happiness or some type of stability. And
right.
I wasn't looking for you to do all this or be this. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need you to come cook, clean, or complete me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need it. Man, I wasn't looking for this. It was so interesting the way it happened and the way it transpired. We just came together and we became friends first, getting to know each other, understanding who we are. Yeah. And
that's exactly how it went down.
It was like friends meeting.
Yeah.
And connecting. You know what I'm saying? and we connected. That's pretty much
Right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. We appreciate y'all joining.
Yes.
And like we said in the beginning, please like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. And hit that notification button. And so we drop our next videos. We're going to continue on. And whatever questions, if y'all have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. And we're going to continue on. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all be blessed.
Thank y'all. All right, later.